All right, this is the honey hole fly, big bass fly. It's tied on a 2/0 eagle claw hook with a mono weed guard. I've tied some lead wire about the first third of the hook shank. It's about 12 wraps maybe. It's about the third of the length though. So, and then I wrapped it around with some thread and secured it and attached the mono filament to it, and then I super glued it. Then I'm going to put a zonker strip. Now I made 2 flies, and this is the first fly that I did, but only half of it, and then the second half of this video is from the second fly, kind of a more bulky one, and that's like a total of maybe 6 inches. All right, so yeah, I found this honey hole, and there's some big bass in it, and I caught probably like 10 fish. I was out there that were smaller with this type of fly, but tied on like a size 4 or 6. So I'm making a bigger version with the zonker strips, and there's some, I'm using some pearl flash, and I'm wrapping the zonker strip around the shank of the hook, and then I tie it down. But the second part of the video is the second fly, and I tied in some barred marabou before I put the zonker strip down. What's significant about this fly that I haven't done on many others is that I bought some of that it's called EP brush. It's an EP fiber. And you kind of palmer it around the shank of the hook, and and it just kind of makes a nice tapered body. Right here, which I didn't do on the second fly, I got some laser dubbing, and I'm kind of wrapping around the hook, put like a little bump, kind of spread everything out. I didn't do that on the second one. I just made it longer, and I used the laser dubbing and the ice dubbing on the front half of the hook. Now I'm putting the EP brush down. You get about 4 or 5 of those for like $10. So this is a fairly expensive fly to tie. Okay, but that's okay. And this tapers. It's just a wire brush, a piece of wire with that EP fiber going through it. And I love tying with that stuff, and this makes it real easy. Now I probably could have used my rotary device. And when you see that, you kind of comb everything back. But when you see when I'm done, basically when I quit tying here, I'm done with the first fly. Okay. But I had to put both parts of these videos together because I had babies at my house today, my nephews, and we take care of them. So I basically, yeah, look at that. It already looks like a nice fly, So that's really the first fly, but I'm just kind of teaching you how to do everything. And so I just kind of pushed both these flies together. Now, I only tied this up on the second fly up to about halfway of the shank, or maybe 2/3 of the way up on on the shank. Now here I'm tying the second fly, okay, and it's really not much different. Okay, and I tied 2 barred hackle feathers along the side. Okay, what I'm trying to do is maybe mimic a small Guadalupe bass that's predominant here in the rivers around Texas Hill Country. Putting some silly legs in there. I did, kind of bent 2 of them in half, so it's got like 4 legs shooting off of it. Maybe overkill, but we'll see. The point is to get this thing down, okay? And so I got like 2 legs on each side that are folded in half. Looks like you got 4. Okay, now I'm putting down the ice dubbing, and that's some nice stuff. I like tying with it. Kind of makes the head of the fish look like the head of the fish. With the scales and so forth. And the thing about this laser dubbing is you got to kind of get it all around the fly to kind of make it look like a fish, with scales and stuff. So I'm putting down some, I think this is the ice dubbing. It's the shorter fibers. You got ice and you got laser dubbing. I think they're both made by Senyo. You know, and I'm tying this down, and you know, this is a fairly bulky fly, and I just tied in the hook guard, and I have some eyes on it. Okay, I don't know, I guess I didn't show the eyes. I got this video sped up, and I put some bars on the top. There you go. That's pretty much the finished fly. You know, and I barred it up with the Prismacolor marker. You know, it looks real nice. So that's going to be kind of maybe a Guadalupe bass, and I'm coloring the red thread, or maybe a big birch. And I'm going to go throw this with my 8-weight. That one's about, the second fly comes out about 5.5 inches long. So it's a fairly good size. It's not an articulated fly. There I am burning the hole and melting the mono into the hook and the thread. And everything's super glued and made nice and durable. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Oh, it's got the 3D eyes and stuff. All right, have a good one.